This has been a really good week for homeowners, especially if you are thinking of selling. It's your time. That's right. It's time for sellers. Not everyone is able to sell, though, so I want to give you information on both sides. In today's Take Charge Consumer Protection segment, what you need to do if you're ready to put your house on the market and what homeowners who want to stay put can do to make things a little more manageable. Shari Olefson is a real estate and business attorney, director of the Carnegie Group, author of the book Financial Fresh Start. Great to see you, Shari.
Good morning, Jamie.
Let me start by asking you about this program that helps mortgage holders. It was extended this week by 2 years. I wanted people to know who can take advantage.
Yes. Well, folks who have a Freddie Mac or a Fannie Mae or an FHA mortgage can qualify under the Home Affordable Mortgage Modification Program, which is what was extended now until 2015. But one thing I really want everyone to know about that program is that last year there were changes to it. So if you previously had a modification under this program and maybe defaulted, you're now able to apply again. Also, originally it was only for owner-occupied homes, but now if you need help with an investment property or a second home, you're able to apply again as well. So over 1 million people have benefited to the tune, Jamie, of about $550 savings a month. It's a significant opportunity now.
That's tremendous. I'm so glad that the people who couldn't get it before, even they can get involved now. And for those who want to sell their homes, why are home prices rising? Why is this the time to really consider getting the maximum dollar price for your house?
Well, you know what? Let's look at the folks who have been sitting on the sidelines and want to sell. The main reasons are either they're underwater, meaning they owe the bank more than their home is worth or close to that, or they paid a lot for their home at the peak and they want to wait for the home value to recover. They don't want to sell for less than what they paid. But what we want those folks to know is, number one, now is probably the best time to get a short sale if you're underwater, in part because of these multi-billion-dollar settlements that some of the banks are involved in. So they're legally required to give a certain number of short sales. As far as everyone else goes, we saw huge value increases last year, but we know that so far this year, values are only going up now at about half the rate they were before, and that's going to continue until 2017. So you really saw the biggest bump. We know that's driven by investors, and so as a result, we have high prices, low inventory. We have other buyers who are willing to make real concessions and work with you as sellers, and that's not sustainable. That's not going to happen for a long time. So now's a great time.
Yeah, and I saw this study this week, which is why I wanted to do the topic with you, that prices are up in 20 cities surveyed 11%. Quick question before we go. If your house was foreclosed upon, but the bank hasn't sold it yet, can you buy it back?
Sometimes we are hearing stories where banks do allow that. A lot of the time, you're going to need to line up your own financing. But in this day and age, there's not that conflict that there was a couple years ago, and it's a lot different than going to the bank when you're in foreclosure and asking to buy the note, for example. So I'm actually representing several clients who are doing just that.
Oh, that's great news, too. Shari Olefson bringing us a lot of good news today, especially for sellers. Thank you.
Sure. Take care.